Get set for a thrilling adventure through a land of diverse natural wonders and priceless man-made treasures. It's a land of striking contrasts, where snow-capped peaks atop the Earth's divide flow into dense jungle rivers far below and out into the deep blue void. It's a place that holds its history close while laying claim to far-flung fabled islands where wildlife rules. And on this trip, we'll soar over surging volcanoes, steam toward rich Andean cultures, glide across Amazonian rainforests, and dive into the wonders of evolutionary history. And our guide for this special journey is a man who knows this country as few others do. It has been his life's work to explore its terrain, talk to its people, and champion their hopes. He is a man who lifted himself out of poverty and succeeded in climbing to the very top, where he leads his country as it asserts itself on the world stage to both the delight and dismay of its powerful neighbors. His name is Rafael Correa, and he is the president of Ecuador. So buckle up. For the next hour, we're going on an exclusive inside the bubble trip with a sitting head of state, as he shows us his country as only he can. I'm Peter Greenberg, and this is Ecuador, the Royal Tour. Bordered by Colombia to the north and Peru to the south, Ecuador, which is Spanish for the word equator, sits firmly in latitude 0 on the western coast of South America. One of the smallest countries on the continent, about the size of the state of Colorado, Ecuador features lush rainforests, jungle rivers, the Andes Mountains, 10 major volcanoes, and 700 miles to the west, the famed Galapagos Islands. At the heart of this country of 16 million people is the capital of Quito, an historic city in a truly dramatic setting. Sitting at an elevation of over 9,000 feet above sea level, Quito is the second highest capital city in the world, and it's where I began my tour. I'm Peter Greenberg, and the president has asked me to meet him at the Carondelet Palace. This 18th century neoclassical building was constructed by the Spanish more than 2 centuries ago. Today, it is the seat of government and the president's official residence.
Welcome, Peter.
Thank you.
How are you?
The president's head of protocol met me on the red carpet for the pomp and circumstance of a full official presidential greeting.
Mr. President.
Peter, welcome to Carondelet, the Presidential Palace of Ecuador. Please.
Thank you so much for having me.
One of the first surprises is that when you travel with the president, you need to move fast. But you do it in style. Just a few minutes after we left Quito, we flew over the Ciudad La Mitad del Mundo. This is the middle of the world monument that marks the spot where the equator cuts through Ecuador.
This is only a short flight from Quito, but we are heading to a completely different world, the Amazonian rainforest.
We hadn't been in the air very long before I could see the lush rainforest below. A few minutes later, we touched down in the port town of Coca.
It's hot today.
Always hot here. Come on.
Buenos días, presidente. Bienvenido.
We hit the ground long enough to exchange a fast welcome. And then we were wheels up again. Soon we were flying towards the Napo River, following its swift flow towards the Amazon.
That is a huge river.
Below us lay Usuni National Park, Ecuador's largest protected rainforest. It's a controversial location because Correa has allowed petroleum exploration to continue here. But he argues that the government is now enforcing responsible drilling. Ironically, the income from the oil is now being used to protect that rainforest.
This is a frequent mistake to think that the most important danger in the Amazon region is oil. No, it's the expansion of the agricultural frontier. And in order to have alternative, you have to have other sources of revenue, of income, of jobs.
And to show me how some of the native communities are benefiting from oil revenue, the president gave me a quick bird's eye view of the Napo Wildlife Center, one of Ecuador's newest ecolodges, built by the Anianju Quechua people. Rather than having to resort to slash and burn farming techniques, the Quechua now support themselves with sustainable ecotourism.